That's okay. Please,
Oh, perhaps support need to. Hi everyone, welcome to Walk Into Townhall meeting. This is Bonnie. Along with me, the whole Walk Into team is here. We will wait for a few more minutes for everybody to join. Currently, we have about 10 people who have already joined us. One thing is, can you confirm that you can hear me, please? Like, you can just use the comments box, for example. I'll just type something here. I burned myself once by running the whole Hangout on mute.
yeah. That's why the interactive hangout is what we like, but it has a limit of only 15 people can join at one time. So hopefully Google is going to resolve it soon for some time.
Yeah. So it'll be great if you can hear me. Anybody can comment back. The comment dialog is on the left side of the Hangout window. If you can just comment back, that'll be great. Can you check whether you can hear me? Okay, all right. Sounds good.
Yeah, so we got the internal confirmation.
Yes, that's good. All right, so let's get started. So what we want to talk about is it's more than a month since we started. So we wanted you to introduce the rest of the team who is working behind the scenes to make Walk Into happen. That's an important item. And also we want to give you a clear idea about what we have done in the last 1 month. And where we are going to go in the next coming 30 days or so. There's a very solid product roadmap outlined for us, and we are executing it on a daily basis. And then the most important thing, we want to touch upon some areas where we have got a solid user feedback about things that need to improve. And we want to talk about those aspects. For example, different hotspot modes, when we are going to add that. We already have received questions about that. And any other questions, concerns that you have, we want to answer that in this forum. So please use the Q&A bar, which is on the left side of the Hangout. It is written very clearly Q&A. So you can use that bar to ask us Oh, all right. Okay, all right. So I see that there is some audio issue. One second, let me try to fix that. Can you just check here? Yeah.
It's like someone is able to hear and off. I think he's unable to hear.
Yes. So I'm looking at the.
We can hear properly.
Can hear properly. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that mic switched off there? There's no mic over there.
No,
Is that
no,
it's
no.
muted off?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That should be fine. Okay, so for people who are using this Hangout on Air for the first time, there is a very effective Q&A tool which is available on the left panel, which you can use to ask us questions. So we might not be taking the questions on a real time, but we look at all the questions that are coming in, and towards the last 30 minutes of this call, we'll be taking those questions. So let me introduce Amit. Amit is the leader of our team. He's the CEO of WalkInto. Boni Gopalan. I look after the technology aspects. And we have Rohan. Rohan's, at least by name, if not already by a video, you must, a lot of you must have already been familiar. Rohan heads the support for WalkInto. So any problems that you have, it first reaches Rohan, and Rohan then coordinates with the right set of people to get it resolved. Tushar on the leftmost side. Tushar is the engineer who is making all these beautiful screens happen. And Ajinkya is one of our sales team members who is working focused on WalkInto. He is one of our primary internal users who has been giving us great feedback about the feature additions. So this is So this is our team, and I'll turn it over to Amit to talk briefly about what we have done in the last month and what we are planning to do in the next 30 days. Thank you.
Hi everyone, thanks Boni. And Boni didn't talk about himself. Actually, though he just says he's a technical brain or the CTO, he pretty much takes care of most of the stuff. And there's a lot that goes into what we have done so far. And all the team, I'm really glad to have these guys. Otherwise we won't be where we are. And of course, a bigger role is being played by each one of you, whoever is part of this hangout. And we would love to continue this engagement and gather more of your feedback and try to make it better. So our journeys, let me just give you a quick background as to when we started and where we are, so that the quick transition, the phase that we have gone through. So we started last year, and this was an idea wherein we both Boni and I, we have been excited about. We started to work on it, and one of the we both come from a software development background, and we wanted to build something which gives power to the end user like you and I, users who may not have a technical background, users who could be good with technology, users who could be good with the UX, and we wanted to give them a tool where they could use Google imagery or their own imagery to just tell a few visual compelling stories. This is how WalkInto started, and our focus from the very beginning was giving the power to the user. So that as a user you are able to weave these pictures together to come up some beautiful stories. Whether they are 360-degree views or regular pictures or any other multimedia, for that matter. So that is how we started. Now, in the initial phases, our focus was primarily to build a UI which is easy to use, and that is where we take pride. And there's a lot of work that goes behind building a UI. When we hear from users that it is intuitive, it is easy to use, there's no additional effort that is needed to put the tools together, and that's what our initial focus was. After building that, towards end of the last year, we started to open WalkInto for external world. and that's when some of you did join us, and we have been having this constant dialogue about how to make it better. Since then, we have been on a spree of adding regular features to it, be it starting with our ability to rotate our panos, or some of the feedback that you gave us about scene URL links that needs to be provided, or some of the recent additions have been using themes, adding themes wherein it allows your tours to be embedded seamlessly into any other external content, and allowing you to make the look and feel similar to the website, or the content where it is being posted.
Sometimes it will be that the brand, for example, François did a amazing tour of Roscoe, which is a co-working space in Lille.
Correct.
So where the theme colors were perfectly matched. So it was a great use case. One of the best I liked about the theme uses.
And that's where we always get amazed every time there is something new out there. You guys, you just go and then start to play with it, and then you come up with these beautiful visual stories that we get to see. So thanks a lot for that. Then other than themes, we also recently introduced thumbnail menu, which is another visual way of seeing a menu. It could be a multiple level menu also. Some of you have used it extensively. I think Chris, the moment we launched that feature, Chris had already started to use it in a lot of his tours. So we were really excited to see that.
I know. Yeah. So the way it happened is we usually release the features about a day before we announce it. And in the production, that is, and it goes through the internal testing, the paces, to make sure that everything is absolutely working fine. So we released this thumbnail menu feature, and by the time before our users could get to it, 42 of the tools in the system were already having thumbnail menus. And when we checked, this is all from
Chris.
Chris Duplessis, which is working extensively in South Africa. For a lot of hotels and resorts. So it was great. I mean, there was a few bugs that we later fixed, but it's an amazing validation of the feature adoption.
Yeah. So that was one good addition. Then we also took it further. We wanted to know how users are, the end users are using WalkInto, and analytics is what can give us all that information. So we integrated Google Analytics. Some of you might have already seen that communication. And then in addition to just providing the analytics, we also felt that some of you may not be familiar with Google Analytics and how to use that, or how to make sense of some of that data. So we came up with some templates that you could use and start to know how your users are using the tours, which menus they are clicking on, which hotspots they are seeing, what are the actions they are doing after they start to view the tour. So some of these insights are definitely going to give us a lot of meaningful business data, or the usage data, around which you can then put that feedback back into your tour and make it more meaningful and more impactful, which is useful to your users.
Yeah. So at the same time, this can be used as a tool to demonstrate the ROI of doing a WalkInto tour to your customer, because apart from we giving an order level report, we also give the flexibility to plug in an analytics which is specific for a tour, which you can take and we can share directly with the customer. So customer will get a very clear idea about how the visitors are coming in, from where the visitors are coming in, and also what visitors are doing. And this eventually, when we release the feature set that we have planned for tour cards in February, including bookings, a lot of stuff is in store for February for tour cards. So when that happens, the analytics that's happening on the tour card clicks is valuable information for the business itself. So analytics is an extremely important tool, and once it is explored and once you understand the importance of how to use that, I'm sure the adoption rates will be really high, and we will help you there also. We will keep publishing effective reports through which you can see the data, and within the near future, as in like it will probably be after February, that we will be integrating in from within WalkInto itself the ability to pull in and see the reports specific to the way in which walk-into users are. So walk-into events, walk-into data, and it is your data that will be visible, accessible, analyzable from within walk-into. That will be, I think, it will be really convenient rather than switching over to the Google Analytics dashboard.
So yeah, we will continue to evolve it and then give you, more flexibility in seeing it in your comfort zone. Other than that, I think another feature that's going out there, it's already live. We haven't officially announced it yet. That is secure tours, enabling HTTPS publishing for our tours and the walk-into site as well. It will allow you to publish the tours to those content providers such as Facebook and all, who have a restriction about putting the secured content over there. So that's one feature. I'm just seeing a question. What happened to the like button that appeared bottom right of the screen within tours? It seemed to be broken for me when I was showing a URL instead of button. Now it has disappeared completely. Has it been removed?
So
you want to take that?
yeah, I'll take that. James, like button was an experiment that we ran, and we did not see a lot of adoption on that. Basically, users were not clicking on that. So this is something that you will see repeatedly from walk-into. We evaluate the way in which features are being used, and if we feel that the features are not being used by a lot of people, we will take it away, because that is good software engineering for us. It takes away the flap. It makes the viewer extremely light. So that is one of the objectives that we have. Did you really like the like button? did you want to have the like button? From what the question, I can see that it was broken for you. Apologize for that. I know it was broken, and that's the reason why we took it away.
So we'll wait for James can probably answer that, and then we will get going in the meantime. So some of the questions are about the next features and about few other hotspots which are being expected. So Bunny, you want to talk about the roadmap that we have?
Yes, sure. So the immediate roadmap that is ahead of us, the next week we'll be publishing a brand new website for walk-into, which will include a very personalized feature for each of the users. You will have a portfolio page that will be like a subdomain. For example, it will be franshawhot.walkinto.in or tonyblair.walkinto.in, that where your personal data, including your business contact information, your social website links, your social links, and also all the tools that you have listed as public tools. So this will be available for you, that you can take and you can share it. You can use it the way you want. It will be a very useful tool if I take as the seeinside.it, which a lot of trusted photographers are currently using to list out the portfolio. So this can be an alternative for that. So you can just take this portfolio link and create a walk-into tour for each of the businesses that you are bringing on board to GBV, and that will become your one-stop shop to show off all the work that you have done. So that's an important feature that's going to come out in the immediate week. There's the next week, in the next few days. And the brand new website, we are hoping to address a lot of concerns about the pricing that we have. The pricing is going to be very transparent, very clear. We already are committed to $30 per tour per year license starting from 2016. So which will be solidified in text on the website. So it will be available. And the website looks very nice, and it includes a lot of content from you. So thank you very much for that. And beyond that, we have two major features that we are currently working on. One is our ability to upload and manage private panoramas. So private panoramas are panoramas, those are not yet published onto Google Views. So it could be panoramas that are created using tools such as PTGUI and Pano2. Yeah, so Rohan knows all of them. I don't know that much. So yes, so these tools or plain simple photospheres that are clicked out of your Android phone, that could be your sources, and you could directly upload it into walk-into, and you can use it seamlessly, just like the same way in which you are using any Google Street View or Business View or anything from Google Views. It will be the exact same way you will be able to use it from within walk-into. You will be able to add navigation items, you will be able to add tour cards, everything. So that is the next major feature. This is a really complicated feature for us to implement because now suddenly there is no Google for us to serve out the content globally. So that's a place where we are currently on in the back of the back scene. We are implementing a content delivery system, which is a network of computers around the world, so that from wherever you are accessing these private panoramas, it will be delivered in a real-time, fast manner. So that's something that we are working on back. And also, since these files are really large, mostly, we might not have enough space to serve everything that is uploaded. So we need to implement a notion of quota, the space quota for users. So and obviously, like you can always purchase more data, or you can host this images out of your private space, your Dropbox or your Google Drive, etc. But if you are using walk-into space, then obviously somebody need to pay for that. And apart, if it is going above and beyond the free space that we can afford, we will give you an option to purchase more space for that. So those are implementations that are going to come as part of private panorama upload. And beyond that, February is all about building in the most asked for, most important the feature that hotspots, and there is no question about it. That is something that we are committed to deliver in February, and it is going to be the most innovative way to look at tour cards. I promise you that. There's no. I mean, I'm not going to talk much about it. Obviously, everything that you have asked for. Let me pick up all the questions that are.
Yeah, let's do that.
Come there. Okay.
Okay, so James is saying that he didn't like the
Oh yeah, sure.
like button, so he's glad it's gone. And
Yeah.
we agree, James. Thanks for your feedback also.
Yes. Franco did ask a bunch of questions about tour cards. So let me address those. So fixed spot hotspot with an ability to customize the icon that is being shown will be available in February. And ability to put in a scene in a viewport tour card, in the sense it wouldn't be the same way as in some of our competitors are doing this, but the feature will be safe. It will be way simpler. I mean, you have already seen that our the way in which things happen in walk-into are way simpler than it is happening elsewhere. So the way in which you will be adding a boundary hotspot will be much simpler than the way in which you are adding it elsewhere. So, but that feature will be there for you. And also, we will be giving you full control over shifting the mode, in the sense like one tour card, which is a 360-degree tour card today, you can change it to a click hotspot, focus hotspot tomorrow, or to a viewport hotspot day after tomorrow. That's depending upon your requirement. We have a lot of issues on the way in which tour cards are rendered on different devices, i.e. for one, that issue will be resolved. All the issues that you are seeing on tour cards will be gone in February. That's a promise from our side. So our full focus will be to deliver the features that are not currently existing for tour cards. That will be delivered in February. Also, all the bugs, all the device-specific bugs, mobile bugs, the rendering bugs, all of them will be resolved in February. We already have repeatedly been trying to iterate through the way in which tour cards are shown in mobile devices. You might have noticed that initially it used to be on the lower right corner. There used to be an icon that used to be pulsating icon. Now we have moved it to the middle, because and we have already seen that a lot more user engagement happens over there. So these kind of experiments are some things that you will keep seeing from walk-into, because we continuously measure the way in which users engage with our interface on the viewer side. We don't measure that much on the editor side, but we do measure on the viewer side, so that we will make the viewer in such a way that maximum engagement happens. So the issues that you currently are seeing on tour cards, the features that are not existing in tour card will be delivered in February. Those are the main items that.
And just to add to what Boni mentioned, I think if there are ways that you see we could do something better, please feel free to use our support channel. In addition to reporting any bugs, you could always request a feature. You could also suggest few things. If you want to add value, And feel free to write to any one of us. We will have on the new website. You will have all the email addresses to get each one of us individually. So you should do that. But feel free to give us feedback. We will definitely look through everything that we hear from you, and not only look through it, we will implement what makes sense with your help. So that just while we are at it, let me just repeat that please use our support feature.
Let me just take this question. Uh, all ask that will you be able to connect multiple private panels in a tool. So this obviously, so the way we are envisioning it is the way in which Google Views allow you to moderate in multiple panels, connect it together, define the direction, everything. It should be available. Will it be available in February? I'm not sure. So the way we are going to do it is we are going to do an incremental release of this feature where private panels will be available for rendering and within the viewer. There wouldn't be any arrows shifting that is available on that first release. We look at the feedback, we look at the way in which whether you like it, there are any bugs that will fix. Then the next feature that you can expect on the private panels will be an editor where you can connect in all your private panels and make the navigation, make the arrow navigation possible. All right. Francois really liked the analytics event, and I completely agree with him because this is a great feature because it gives you extreme knowledge, the deep knowledge about how users are engaging with your tour, and that is very important for you as well as the business that has paid you for that. So it is. Thank you very much. Yes. So I think we need to expand on this question a bit. Yes, multilingual is. I mean, Francois and I, we do have a lot of discussions offline on email, and that is another channel we'll share with you to give us feedback. And multilingual is something that he showed to me the other day as a great addition to have, and we are completely bought onto it. So we will be working in a feature where you will get control over how to add content in different languages. So that is something that we will add to the product roadmap, which was not part of our roadmap. So please bear with us through February. We'll prioritize it and we'll add it a little bit later than February because we currently cannot disturb the way in which things are lined up. And you are specifically here asking about the help cards. So that we do not know the language. That is definitely a challenge for us. Google Translate is an option, but I do not know how effective that it will be. But
yeah, maybe what we can do is, if some of you can work with us closely, we can initialize using the Google Translate, and then allow you a way to see it, and then tell us whether if any corrections are needed. But we will need help because we will not know all the languages. I mean, we know only few languages in India and English. So those are the only languages we know.
That I know.
But any help that can come from you guys to make it better, in addition to Google Translate, I think that will be effective.
Okay. Tony, yes, we mentioned your name because we told about portfolio links that are going to be available for everybody. So, for example, tonyblair.walkinto.in will be your default portfolio ID,
page,
which you can always change. You can pick any of the subdomains that are currently available from within WalkInto to use as your portfolio link page. This will be something that's going to be coming your way in the next 1 week or so.
Are we still having any connectivity issues, or is it just at Tony's end?
I'm not sure. Let me just see whether there are any comments over here.
No.
Okay. All right. So there is on the left panel there is a showcase. app. So I have shared the walk-into help desk link over there, which will be really useful because we have a lot of documentation, albeit in English, but it is available. It is some of them have video demos, some of them have detailed pictures, and our team has worked tirelessly to ensure that any new feature that's going out is supported by an article. And while we are on the subject, I want to also talk about the ways in which you can reach out to us. Rohan at walkinto.in. Let me just add that here. Rohan is okay, so that's I can add only the website, but I will share it share this with you, and probably I can comment it over here also.
Yeah, that's great.
So I'm putting Rohan's email there. Rohan is a very experienced Google Business Views photographer, and also he's as I introduced him, he's the support head for walk-into. He will help you, he will answer you on anything that to do with walk-into. So feel free to reach out to him at any time that you have a problem or you're in doubt of exactly how to go about doing something in walk-into, whether it is possible, not possible. uh, how much of a trivial you think the question is, please do not hesitate to reach out to us because we love helping you. So I'm not trying to like sell it here, but there is no other way in which we can learn about the way in which you are using our software, but you giving us a feedback. So please do give us feedback. It be in terms of bug reports, it be in terms of feature suggestions, it be in terms of improvement suggestions, anything. You can always use walkinto.freshdesk.com. It is linked in our website also in our support. I will also post it over here. So that is a place where you can add issues which we will address and will track out. So it provides an extremely great tracking tool for that. So that's useful.
Is this correct one?
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
At the refresh system.
No, we're going to do precious.
Oh, that's the
Yes,
URL.
that's the
Okay,
URL.
yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes, I missed to answer this. Yes, Virtual Tour Finder asked about the advertisements. So this has been a concern. Actually, that's on my note list. This has been a concern that we heard from users about how the ads are going to look when we eventually start putting the ads. This is a valid concern, and we want to address that. So this is something that we will address in February. So what we are going to do is we are going to design out the way in which ads are intended to happen, and by default ads will be turned off for everybody. And if you want to see as to how ad is going to look, all you have to do is go to your settings and turn on the ads. So that you can do from one of your test tools, and we'll also publish a link where a test tool that we create with the ads enabled that you can look at. So as I said, we will not be running deliberate ads on any tools even now, but we are putting this feature out of including the ads just because everybody, the confusion around how ads are going to look both on desktop as well as on mobile clears out. So we are committed to ensure that no tool feature gets hidden or get obfuscated or becomes ugly because of the ads. So that design cognizance that we will be having, and we will be ready to take feedback from you. So at any point of time when we do that, you will get a mailer on the feature addition, including a link to a tour with the ads. And please feel free to enable it on your end and see how it looks, and also give us feedback so that we can perfect it.
Yeah. There's another question on the largest number of constellations. We should take it up. I don't think there's any limit.
James, about the number of scenes that the viewer can handle? No, there are no limits. It's as simple as that. So if you feel that you want to make a tour of all of England, feel free to do that. Every county, every town, every office, count it into a single tour. It'll still be looking loading, and it'll still look beautiful. Okay. All right. So this is an area where we would like to get feedback. This is about the way in which our toolbar renders. Right now, the way toolbar renders on desktop and the way it renders on mobile are two different things. On desktop browsers, toolbar comes initially, then it hides away, and if you mouse over on the top, it stays. So the way I'm reading it, you would like to have a way to hide it away all the time. So maybe we can give it as an option. We can give it as an yeah.
Show it, hide it.
No, we can. What I'm thinking is that we can give it as a settings option within which user can prefer to just hide it away all the time.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
The Scott, will that resolve the issue if you give a settings where for certain types, certain tools, you can just hide the toolbar away? Oh, sorry. This is he's talking about. Oh, okay. No. This he's talking about the.
So he wants to move the
No.
menu.
No. He's talking about the hotspot editor.
Okay.
Hotspot editor toolbar, the toolbar that comes on top.
Oh.
Okay. So yeah. So
Okay.
all right. So that's a valid thing.
That's
too.
the usability thing. I think
Yes.
he's probably. I'm just taking a
Yes.
note of it.
Yeah. We'll take a note of that, and we'll be working on extensively on tour cards in February. We'll try to see what's the best way to make sure that this doesn't come in way of editing.
Okay.
Okay.
I got the two. Okay.
All right. That's many of us have had that issue. Like sometimes
There's a learning curve with that, right?
Yes.
So once you get a hang of it, then it becomes easy.
Yeah, just to let everybody know what Scott is talking about. It's about the toolbar that comes up on top of any element when you start editing a tour card. The way to hide it right now is press the escape button and it will hide away. So it's as simple as that. Clicking anywhere else also will hide away. If it doesn't do that, like we should make it work, and I think like it does. It does. So these are two ways of hiding away, but still it is a bit of an annoyance, and I think there's some ways in which we can better that. So yeah, we'll try to do that. Thanks a lot, Scott.
So let's take a few other questions. We should be present to walk into annual to our customer cost versus service.
Okay, let's see. Okay.
So this is the only question at this moment.
Yes.
Okay.
Great. Yes. See, Franshaw, the way in which we are seeing for businesses that are going for a walk-into tour, we believe there will be an ongoing engagement from your side beyond the point where you are creating the initial tour. So you could correct me if I'm wrong here. People will want to update their content many times. People will want to add, for example, a resort running a deal, which it can be directly included as a tour card into its walk-into tour itself. So engagement like this, we foresee a lot happening through you for that business. So hence, you should be you should be charging for the services that you're prepared to offer for that business in terms of updating and maintaining, keeping the maintenance up for the tool. And obviously, like you will be the point of contact for paying that license fee in time to keep the tour ad free. So that way you have very good control over the way in which the business want to use the tool. So we feel that when you provide a value-added service such as walk-into, beyond the Google business view to a business, the trust will build, and the chance of repeated revenues that are coming in over the years will also increase, because the modes of engagement, the points of engagement are way beyond a simple Google business view. There will be people who are wanting to have new scenes shot, or new shoots done for the whole premise itself. That also we will see. So we see this as a very positive development. Not only us, Tourmake, Tourdash, everybody, they are doing what they're doing is very positive development for Google Business View trusted photographers as such. Is there a connection issue?
I don't think so.
Oh,
These are the old ones. We can probably close these. Oh, now there's a problem.
just check. Please. Is it fine?
No, yeah, it's working there. Internet is gone is long back, but you still are running.
Okay. Hi, sorry. We had a bit of a problem, connection issue here. All right. So let me get back. Sorry about it. Let me get back to the question that Fanshaw asked. Question is gone. Okay. All right. Let me answer the question from Fanshaw. So what he had asked was how to place the product for 2016, and considering our pricing. So our pricing is the way we are looking at it is we are charging you just like a GoDaddy will charge you for hosting a tool. So that we can afford. Oh, I think. Oh no. Okay, I'm once burned, like I'm always extremely. So yeah, the $30 that we charge is purely for the hosting, and we can afford to charge such a reasonable price for that, because like we believe the software will be highly adopted around the world, and we will get sufficient scale to the product. And the work that you do, that is very different from the work that we do. You do creative work, you do the shooting, you create the tools, you create the content, you manage the customer, you get the tour cards done. So that's a lot of service that you are providing, and this service is something that we believe will be recurringly happening, because a business, once they have a walk-into tour, and the tour is one of their digital assets, so which is something that requires updating quite often. For example, in terms of changes to the business, or deals that are happening in the business, for which they would like to put it as part of the walk-into tour. So where your engagement will be required, and you should be charging an annual fee for that. So we are not going to be creative about coming up with a plan for that, and which is something is totally on your side. You should be deciding how to go about doing that. But if you have any suggestion that works regionally for you, you can please share with us, and that is something that we can discuss out. Thank you. Yeah, there was a question about SEO somewhere, right? Yes. Before I jump into SEO, let me congratulate Fransha for this Lillet360.ovh. It's a town tour that it was a very innovative thing. We never thought of doing something like that. It's a great tour that he has made for the town, and we see that this is a great way to engage with your local businesses, local community.
Right.
So it could be for tourism, it could be just for your hobby, it could be commercial, so many different ways. But it's your town, the whole town, if it is on Google Street View, and you along with your fellow business view photographers have captured a lot of businesses. Those are all available digital content that you can use. And also every photosphere that is published on the Google Maps, which is public content as well as Google policies, and you are allowed to include it in your walk-into tour to enhance the tour. So local tours of towns, attractions, countries, states, these are all possibilities. So we hope everybody realizes the potential that walk-into is presenting to you, and you will take it to the next level soon. And SEO, yes, Francho, very valid question and very valid point. Since it's an iframe embedding that you are doing to the page, Google and many other search engines doesn't do a proper indexing of that page, and moreover, the content that is available within that iframe also is minimal, because it is visual. So search engines currently are not really tuned to do proper indexing of non-text stuff. So what we are going to do is, in the near future, it will be in probably in March timeframe, that we are going to give an alternate embedding mode, where it will be pure JavaScript based embedding mode, where you get an API key and then you paste a div code, a code snippet, which is not an iframe, into the place where you want the tour to happen. Boom, the tour will be there. And now your tour is a first-class citizen of the page. And when it is a first-class citizen of the page, apart from the SEO, there are quite a bit of other possibilities which we will discuss with you at that time. But this will definitely resolve your SEO problems. And we will also index and provide the tour description that you provide, the tour card content that you provide, and the menu items, navigation menus that you are providing. All of them will be available as part of your indexable content. So that will definitely boost the SEO value. And if you have any other thoughts, if anybody is a real expert in SEO, please talk to us, help us out, and we will take that feedback and we will build it into the system. Thank you.
So there are a few questions about the constellations, I think. There's this one: if a view or constellation is not on Google Map, can we use walk-into?
Yeah. So Virtual Tour Finder, this is a feature that we spoke about as private panoramas. So private panoramas are panoramas that you can upload right into walk-into. So this is a feature that is expected to arrive in the next couple of weeks. We are working on the content delivery network for to support such a feature, because our servers will be serving it out. So that testing and fine tuning of the feature is going on. Apart from that, it will be just like the way in which any other thing on Street View.
There's another one on the constellation.
Yeah. Yes, James. So everything that is on Google Maps, including photospheres that are directly published, Google Views content that is published, everything is consumable from WalkInto. We have very detailed documentation on this in our support desk, which is walkinto.freshbus.com, which is linked in from as the support link. Please explore that. There are quite a bit of tools which are already out there. There is a great tool by Townhall, which is about Oxford walkthrough, UK. So it's his own panoramas, and it's a great tool that we love. He is one of the earliest users of WalkInto, and it's still one of the best photosphere based tools that we can see out there. And Amit recently around the Christmas time, he connected in all the Christmas trees that he could find on Google Views into a tour, and it was a quite a popular tour as well.
Yeah.
So yes, so all the content, constellations, individual tools that are available on Google Views can be linked into WalkInto. And to answer the specific question, only things that are available on published on maps,
They are the
only those we can pick up. We can't pick up things which are in Google Views, but they are not published on maps. We know that there are quite a bit of content out there, but the APIs that we are using, Google will not allow us to pick those items. Yeah, this advanced. Yes.
We talked about it sometime.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Franshaw, great feature request. Thank you very much for that. We are going to give that. We see the value in that, because especially when tour cards, you use a tour card, you copy paste a tour card in different scenes. The way in which you can edit it, we currently do not have an advanced editor mode where you can see all the content, all the assets that you have in the tour in terms of navigation menus, tour cards distributed across. But this will be something that we will be working on in February. Thank you, James. Yes, code. We understand the need for making that feature better. So when we are working on tour cards, we will fix it. No problem, Tony. Is this a recent one?
I think these are all old ones.
Old ones.
There was this one related to voice control.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what is this. Is it about how useful it is now, or?
Yeah, Franshaw, it was an experimental feature. It works very good for English, without any doubt.
Okay.
It works beautifully. We should be able to, since we are using the browser's voice recognition APIs, we should be able to use it for other languages also. So when we are working on the multilingual feature for all the content, including the content editing and everything, that's the time when we will take it up. This is a feature I really love because of the coolness of it. I don't know whether people are using it. I have to really fight hard to keep that feature there. So all right, so we'll make sure that it works for other languages. Japanese is going to be a challenge. No? I have no idea how to do that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are no other questions. There were a bunch of other things we wanted to talk about, especially there are. right. The services part of WalkInto. That is, we have been interacting with few of you, and then there are like different kind of requests that come to us, and we are always eager to help you guys out, one way or the other. Few of the things that we have received few requests on, some people they want our help in on the Google Business Views, because we as an organization we have had experience with Google Business Views. I mean, we are one of the trusted agencies. One of our business arm is this trusted agency in India that does the Google Business View. So we have a lot of experience with that, and we thought that we will talk about it in our town hall. That if you are doing a lot of Google Business Views and you need any help with moderation, we have expertise and the team to do that. I think the pricing that we worked out is also fairly, economical. That is about $6 per panel for the moderation charge. So in case you are interested in doing that, please get back to us. Other thing that I especially want to talk about is the part where Boni was discussing the value proposition of WalkInto, how you want to put it to your customers. There's a fixed fee component, and then there is also a fee for your services. So that is the ability to create a beautiful and an expressive visual tour on WalkInto. And if that is something that you need our help on, that could be as a professional service. WalkInto would be able to do that. We have experience in putting together a lot of expressive and these beautiful tours. So if you need any help with that, we have a pricing of about how much was it? About 72.
It was ranging depending on the volume,
right?
$70 to $100.
About $70 to $100 per tour, wherein each tour.
It's the same one-time cost.
Yeah, it's like a one-time cost wherein we get the content and then we are able to create this tour and charge you about 70 to 100 and unlimited number of menus and 8 to 10 hotspots. So that's what we were thinking about. And then with few of you, we have also interacted. We have heard a few specific queries about what can be done with some maps related use cases or with some Google imagery, some custom development. So if that is something, if you have some ideas about, you want to do some custom development for say a community or for a corporate user, then you can talk to us about it. We will love to hear that, and we can help you with that custom development of some of those maps, Google Maps related or Google Image related use cases. So those were the services that I wanted to talk about. You want to add anything?
No, that's pretty much it. So,
Okay.
any ideas that you have on a custom development with the WalkInto as platform, we will be here to help you because we are the most experienced to do anything on top of WalkInto. Don't let the imagination fly really high and reach out to us. If we feel that is something that's really interesting to work on, we will put together the engineering team to get it done for you.
Yes. Okay. There are a few questions about
yes.
It, so maybe we can take that one.
All right.
So $6 per panel. That's virtual finder. Yeah, so that is correct. Virtual Tour Finder has asked this question whether the moderation for the Google Business Views is $6 per panel. That is correct.
Yeah, Scott asked about Syncopa charges on based on the volume. I understand that. Yes, we can include a lot of content, including audio natively. So yes, that's a good suggestion as well. Like currently the sound that we have, sometimes it is misunderstood as the audio, but it is a native sound. So maybe sound is something that we can add. So we will take care of that. That's a good suggestion, Scott. Yeah, there you go. as per Scott, the voice control on his smartphone works great. Great. Even my mangled Indian English is pretty good. I mean, it works fine. Thank you.
There are modes you can set it. You can ask it to
Ask it to-
listen for Indian accent or American accent,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
good.
accordingly it
Good,
works.
good, good. All right. So Franco, yes, Franco asked about a help video with the voice control working. Rohan is on it, and he'll get it out for you soon. Yeah. In fact, the voice control is an interesting feature because this it will work better now that we have HTTPS. So it will work better because once we have HTTPS and somebody clicks activate, that sticks, that stays.
Oh, right.
That
Okay.
stays.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. All right, and Franco did offer to help us with the translation.
So we are taking note of it, Franco, and we will get back.
Yes, that's great. We are going to hold you for that. Thank you. All right. So, any other questions? Like, feel free to. You can always reach us on our support, Rohan at walkinto.in, or at our support desk, which is linked in our homepage also, which is walkinto.freshdesk.com. Feel free to ping us there, and you all have my email, the Hangout links. Everything is out there, so feel free to like reach out at any time where you need help. All right. Thank you very much for joining.
Let's just take this last question per all of all. Then we'll say goodbye.
All right. If you create a private tour using your new service, will it be possible to integrate with Google Map products in any way? So from a walk-into perspective, it will be seamless in the sense like you have one scene which is a Google Street View, one scene which is a photosphere which is published in Google Views, one scene which is a private panel that you have uploaded into walk-into. There will not be any difference that a viewer sees when they're coming into walk-into. It will all look the same. So from the way in which it is integrated into Google Map products, I mean, I'm not very sure, but from a walk-into perspective, it will look exactly the same.
Yeah, if you expect it to be available on Google Map, then the answer is no.
No.
But within walk-into, it will not be treated any different than any other imagery we treat, whether that is photosphere or Google views or just the business views. Okay.
All right. I think we have answered all the questions for now, and can we create a menu with different languages? Of course.
That's virtual.
Yes. Virtual Tour Finder, you asked about multilingual. So the content, the text content that is there in walk-into, everywhere it is multilingual. We have people who have created in full Japanese tours and different languages already, like Russian is there,
French, Italian.
yeah. So Cyrillic, Greek, all of them are already used. So answer is yes. All right. Hope you all like the features that we have added so far, and please stay with us. Give us feedback. We will be doing it much better in February also. Thank you very much.
Everyone.
Thanks very much. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.